We often see this problem of getting friend zoned between boys and girls these days. So let's just crack it down. Let's try to find out why it's happening and what is the solution. So the thing is, woman has more estrogen and less testosterone in her body, whereas man has more testosterone and less estrogen in his body. Estrogen is hormone for love, affection, and care, whereas testosterone is hormone for sex. So actually what happens when a man and a woman become friends because of his high testosterone, the man wants sex, but because of social pressure and his so-called very morally good upbringing, he can't make his move, he can't force the girl for sex, so he keeps giving her love and affection and the feeling of caring. He keeps making her feel special with the hopes that one day the girl will submit to his efforts and he will get her love. But the innocent boy, he doesn't understand that woman is getting everything what she wants because of her high estrogen for free from him without giving anything in return. So her motive is getting fulfilled without actually paying for it, whereas boy's motive is not getting fulfilled. He is just waiting and waiting for the right time to come. He is so innocent that he doesn't realize that she is getting everything from him without making any effort from her side. Then why would she give him what he wants? Why would she pay for something she is getting for free? She will never. And this is why all these boys these days are suffering from this problem of friend zone. They don't understand that man woman equation doesn't work as they always show in movies. Just friends never become lovers, they just stay friends forever. Just because you are always pretending to be her friend, she always looks at you and treat you as her friend only. And this is why all the complications arise between men and women. So, what is the solution of this problem? Well, the advice for the girls is if you find some boy who you know is approaching you for love, and if you find him good enough and trustworthy enough to be your friend, and you also decide to be his friend, then don't mind giving him his share of love. And if you don't want to, then stay away, maintain distance, don't ever get close to such boys, don't ever try to use anybody, don't ever try to fool anybody, and don't ever try to play with anybody's feelings. I mean, if somebody is trying to be your just friends, then it's okay, be friends. But when you know that this XYZ person is trying to approach you for love, then never ever try to turn him into your just friend because then it will be very frustrating for the boy and there will be problems. And boys also must not try to play with anyone. If you ever find any girl trying to come close to you for commitment and you don't feel same for her, you should also not use her or play with her feelings. And the further advice for boys is when you are approaching some girls or trying to be some girl's friend, then be very clear about what you actually want. If you're looking for just friendship, then it's okay, be friends. But then keep your testosterone in control and never bring any sexual feelings and tensions in between. And also don't afterwards become this crying machine, this sobbing machine who is just drinking and crying and missing the girl all the time. Oh, I made a mistake, I didn't get sex from her, why have she left me, and all that crap. Never be that stupid. Or if you want love, then be bold enough to be very straightforward and be very clear about it right in the beginning. And if she agrees, get your love. And if you are not getting it, if you get this feeling that the girl is not willing to give you the love that you want, then get away from her immediately without wasting much time. Delete, block, cut all contact with her and never ever see her again. Never ever try to go after her, chase her or try to convince her because it will make the situation even more complicated. And in either case, be a man, be strong enough to make your mind and stick to your decisions. Don't ever distract from your words, from what you really want and from what you actually show to the girl. Don't try to be a oversmart guy who is pretending to be her just friends and is still always trying to touch her, feel her. Never be this cheap and vulgar human being who is always fishy in his brain, whose actions and words don't match, who has something else on his tongue and something else in his brain. Never be that undervalued double standard guy. Always be a man of words, a man of class, somebody who is proud of his masculinity, who is never shy about his inherent physical wants, who doesn't feel bad about being man and his masculine wants. Never let anyone devalue you, use you, and play with you. And you also never devalue anyone, try to use anyone, manipulate anyone, and try to play with anyone. If you decide to be just friends, then be a man enough to stick to your decision and never ever distract from it. Then never let any feeling of sex or love come in between. But if you want physical love, then stick to it and make it clear to her right in the beginning, and then let her make her decision. If she agrees, it's okay. But if she decides to deny your offer, then again be a man enough to walk away from her without creating any problem for anyone. See, in all such cases, problems start arising only when one starts trying to oversmart the other one, whereas everything must be done on fair grounds, without having any intentions of hurting and using anybody. I know I may be trying to display here a very ideal situation, but if both parties involved stay sensible and very fair and open with each other about everything and keep everything clear to each other, there will never be any tensions and complications between them.